do to me, oh no, no, no. I be on my business, shawty, but you be on my mind, shawty.
Thank you very much. As we are celebrating these women today, I would like to let you in our little salutation from the GMT. This is to signify what we are intending to do in our programs. We try to multiply faces and amplify voices of women. So if I say multiplying faces, please respond with amplify voices. Multiplying faces? And that was not good enough. Can we do it again? Multiplying faces? We are slowly getting there. Well, let me welcome the country lead from Tanzania, Ana Bahati, to welcome you in this special proceeding before we carry on with the program.
Multiplying faces. Multiplying faces. Wow. A good morning to you all. Today is such a special day because we are here to celebrate. So I think the drummers, we are setting the scene right. Kwamba it's a celebration. My job today is not to say much, but to welcome each and every one of you to this graduation ceremony of Women Creating Wealth, WCW, and the ones who are going through the AFAWA program by Gracia Marshall Trust. We are truly honored to be joined by our guest of honor, Ambassador Johnny Ulanga, Director of International Trade and Economic Diplomacy, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and East African Cooperation. A bigger warm round of applause, please. It's well deserved, it's well earned. We are also joined by the AFDB country representative, Dr. Patricia Lovely. Thank you so much for joining us. Amongst us, we have the GMT network leads. We have Emma Kawawa, FNV, Women in Finance. We have Vida Nasari, Women in Business. We have Dr. Rose, Women in Media. So we are well surrounded. Karibuni sana. We also have various stakeholders and leaders within the within the entrepreneurship ecosystem. We have with us Warioba Ventures. We have with us UNDP. I've seen Joe from Funguo. We have coaches who have really worked with these women entrepreneurs. Please, coaches, just well so that they can see who have been doing the job that we are celebrating today. We have entrepreneurs who are in the intergenerational program that we are partnering with MasterCard Foundation. Intergenerational, Women Creating Wealth Intergenerational, please, those who are in the room. I can see you, but you're not waving. We also have with us members of the media and other invited guests. Karibuni sana. Today we are here to celebrate, as I said before, the Women Creating Wealth AFAWA program. And we are here to celebrate the women who went through the program and have done wonderfully in accessing finance, but they have gone beyond that, accessing finance. They have gained entrepreneurship confidence. They have accessed markets. They have supported each other in their businesses. And if I have to brag a bit, in Tanzania only they have accessed almost $1 million US dollars. So it's a great achievement for the program, and I think the senior entrepreneurship manager will go deeper into that when she comes to speak. So thank you so much for joining us. We have products from different entrepreneurs displayed at the far end. Please visit them and support them. They say patronize the entrepreneurs a bit. We are here for the celebration, really, and I'm looking forward to celebrate with each and every one of you. Karibuni sana.
Thank you so much, Anna Bahati. With your blessings, then I can proceed with the program. It's time to hear from one of the heads of one of the networks, Ms. Emma Kawawa, the chairperson for the New Faces, New Voices network. Welcome on stage, madam.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Ladies, when you have dressed up very well, you look beautiful, you should be having a big smile. We need to see that smile because you're graduating today. As I stand here, Your Excellency Ambassador John Ulanga, the Country Director Patricia Lively, Country Directors of GMT Networks, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. I'm here to bring you greetings from the GMT, greetings from other networks, other countries who are congratulating you all for this wonderful day today. As the previous speaker spoke, who is our host today, Ms. Anna Bahati, GMT was formed 2010 with one network. It was not formed, actually. It was was formed under New Faces, New Voices, 2010 in Kenya. 2014, we had the GMT now, the Grasha Material Network, and later other networks followed. We work together. And why do we have GMT? GMT was formed for women advancement movements, to empower women. How? This is the question. How do we empower women? Our mama, or our patron, Mama Grasha Marcel, she believes we need to bring all the women of different players together. So when she formed New Faces, New Voices, which is a financial inclusion, which is focusing on financial inclusion, she thought this is not enough. She needs other players to come in. You cannot look for access to finance, financial literacy without the entrepreneurs. And that's when she brought in the NMBW, which is the Network of Business Entrepreneurs. Then she said to that, yes, I have entrepreneurs, I have women accessing to finance, financial inclusion. What next? They need to amplify the voices. Who's going to do the work? Are we going to wait for other people to do it for us? She said, no, we need the media. And she formed the Women in Media. Then after that, she realized most women are in agriculture. They're doing spices, they're doing small gardens, and then she formed another network called Women in Agribusiness. And later on, adolescents, and another one, and another. Now she's on energy. But apart from that, why are we here today together? Is to work together, collaborate, partner together, and cooperate to make this work successful. Women Creating Wealth is this is not the first graduation. They've had another one earlier in 2017, 16, 18, 2018. Another group had already done the same training, which we all attended, and this is the second group. We have several projects coming up. We have AFAWA, we have the Women Creating Wealth, we have Wealthy, which comes with New Faces, New Voices, and we have also the Afrishela. So we have 4 projects in Tanzania. Tanzania is the most blessed country with having more than 5 networks and more than 4 projects. Please give a hand to Mama for giving us this. I will not speak too long because we are really excited to see the graduation. But before I continue, I would like to invite my colleague from the Women in Media to give a word also. Karibu Rose, Dr. Rose. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Hi, good morning.
Habari ya asubuhi. Mko poa? Okay, that's right. Thank you so much, Your Excellence, Guest of Honor, Ambassador and Director of International Trade and Economic Diplomacy, my brother John Olanga. It's good to see you here. All protocols observed. It's my pleasure to see you here, and it's my pleasure to see strong ladies who have done a lot on the ground. And ours as media is to amplify the stories. As Miriam Makeba once said that the conqueror came and they wrote the stories. If you don't write your own stories, they'll come and they'll write your story as they want and not as they were and not as you want. So we have to write our stories. We have to write our challenges. We have to write our successes. I hope each of you have written her stories and shared to the media. And if not, you have to start by now. Okay? If not, you have to start by now. Is that a promise? Thank you. All the best. See your stories. I'll read and amplify them. Good morning.
Well, thank you very much, Rose, for giving us that note. I will be here just to sing and endorsing what has been done. So thank you very much. Enjoy the day.
Multiplying faces. Multiplying faces. Before I keep on amplifying my voice, I have an important announcement. For you who have parked your cars in front of the hotel, the parking slot in front of the hotel, please go and remove your cars because there are graders operating from there and it's not safe. Kama umepaki gari mbele ya hoteli, tafadhali katoe gari lako kwa sababu kuna grader inafanya kazi pale na haitakuwa salama kwa gari lako. Now that we have heard from two strong women, let me welcome another strong woman representing the Network of Business African Women, Vida Nasari. I need to clarify something. I meant those who have parked in front of the hotel, not the normal parking area. If you have parked in front of the hotel, please go and move your car.
Good morning. And I thought we had a DJ in the house. DJ, Anna, please, 10,000 out of her payment. I haven't heard music at all. Our guest of honor, Ambassador John Olanga, I think is one of, if you ask me, top 5, he for she, you've been in my book. Thank you so much for making time to be with us today. Esteemed graduates, we are here for you. So you're my number 2 today. Thank you, I'm recognizing. Dr. Rose, you spoke about writing your story. We have someone here who wrote her book, Imelda. Congratulations. Please make sure you share with Dr. Rose. I recognize the presence of Dr. Patricia. Thank you so much for making time. Coco Kajo will hear a lot from you later. Thank you for being with us for almost a week now. Anna Bahati, thank you for hosting. She's somewhere around, I'm sure. Miss Emma Kawawa, thank you so much. It's always difficult to speak after you. She's also a CEO Roundtable chairperson. Congratulations for that initiative as well. If you want to be a member and you are a CEO, please see her. She has very good initiative for CEOs, female CEOs. I recognize the presence of Dr. Rose Ruben. Thank you so much. You're a very busy woman and you're here with us today. Thank you for your time as well. After Emma, you spoke about GMT. Please allow me to be a bit selfish and speak a lot about NABW and our initiatives here. As mentioned before, my name is Vida Nasari Ndolo, standing here at my capacity as chairperson of Network of Africa Businesswomen Tanzania. This is a chapter that we have footprints in 17 countries, and we are under Grasa Machel Trust, and we are in Tanzania for almost 10 years now. Our mandate is to, we're also the host of the program. This program, we're working together with Anna Bahati and the team, and thank God this is the third time we're hosting since 2016, first cohort, 2017, second cohort, now we're in the third, and we have great stories to tell. NABW is a network under Grasa Machel, as I mentioned, aimed to strengthen business women associations, identify existing business women, and turn them into growth-oriented entrepreneurs. At this point, I would like to recognize the presence of NABW Tanzania chapter board members who are here with us. Please wave wherever you are. Thank you, Beatrice and Mercy Mchechu. It's really been a hard job for 8 years now, and thank you for all your contribution. It's really a pleasure to see 34 women graduating today. I know some of the women who started at 2017 at a very infancy stage. Now they're talking billions. Congratulations to them. One of them just laughed modestly, and I'm so happy because she knows what she's doing. Stage back in 2016-17, they had no idea about mastering their businesses, and now it's unbelievable how they've come in terms of their business growth. And as Swahili words say, if you want news to travel fast, give it to a woman, right? So for me, I'm turning it and saying, if you want, it's quite the same that impacting a woman, economically impacting a woman means you're impacting the whole society. So it won't just be a woman. So what I'm saying is, I believe this is more than 34 women who are graduating today. I see a replicant of the 34, like, let's say, what can we say? 34 times 3? 34 times 4? 34 times 10? Yes, we've impacted at least 340 people, regardless of their gender. My word to you, graduates, keep on raising the flag of this program and use all the resources that you have acquired from the program. It's one thing to graduate, it's another to live by the word. So please, use all the resources. You still have the coaches, you still have the mentors, you still have the Anabahati, and there's no ending. Keep on learning. I have people who have been learning here since 2016. They never stop. Whenever they hear, even the online short meetings, they participate. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best. And us, NABW Tanzania, we are behind you to support you through the ongoing programs. We have an advocacy program together with our sisters, TWCC, Tanzania Women Chambers of Commerce. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here. As we all know, they have their annual general meeting today. They're electing new chairperson and all the board members. So, but we are working with them, looking at the policy and regulations issues that are in business environment that delays the success of women. So please feel free to reach to us if you want to be involved or if you have any issues that you want to be advocated in that area. We also have another program which Dr. Rose touched on. It's about women telling their own success stories, but on their business or economic advancement part. What do we mean by this? It's because we believe, like Dr. Rose said, each and every one of us have a story to tell. An inspiring story that a young lady in Nanjilinji should hear about it. How do you tell it? Do you even know how to tell it? or do we follow the flow of the reporter? We know many women here personally, their journey, but if we read in their books, it's told differently, or some parts are omitted because maybe they felt it's not important. So we want to train women to be able to tell their own truth, their own stories, and their own voices to be heard. We're doing it in collaboration with our sisters, Women in Media, and Mwananchi Communications have reached out, and we are going to start this program. And don't worry, as long as you have signed in that in the registration form, you will know about all the programs that we are going to do, and you can be part of us. We work with different partners. We don't believe in reinventing the wheel. We like to work with associations. We like collaborations, and we are advocating for that. So please feel free to reach to us if you think we can be of any impact to your program, because as I mentioned, we have footprints in 17 countries, and we have programs already in set. Kindly allow me to stop here, because trust me, I can go on and on. But please feel free to chat with Mercy or Beatrice whenever you want, if you want to know more about us. And yeah, let's take it from there. Thank you so much, and have fun.
I am going to follow your instructions and deduct the money from the DJ. So before I invite our next speaker, they are our donor partner, I would just like to say a little bit about the AFAWA program, which has been one of our biggest achievements, which we successfully conducted in partnership with AFDB. The objectives were to strengthen the WCW alumni business ecosystem to enable access to finance. You will hear more of how well they achieved that. To provide advisory services to women-led small and medium enterprises, and I think you'll hear from the coaches on how well we did that. To facilitate access to mentorship and role models. I will tell you, the women who are graduating today have brought us so many young women to join the intergenerational program. Another round of applause to them. And also enhance visibility and digital presence of women, small and medium enterprises. So please allow me to welcome our next speaker to give her remarks, the donor partner, FDB country representative, Dr. Patricia. Karibu sana. That's not good enough, please.
Habibi na mabwana. Habibi na mabwana. Esteemed partners, distinguished guests, and new graduates, all protocols observed. Good morning, habari. Hamjabuni. Okay. On behalf of the President of the African Development Bank, it is my distinct privilege and honor to provide these remarks here today. We just concluded our 2024 annual meeting in Nairobi last Friday, and I was just explaining to John, seated next to me, that I couldn't miss this opportunity of just being here this morning to celebrate this critical milestone with all of you. So I'm very delighted to be here, and a round of applause for all our new graduates. The graduation of 34 phenomenal women from the Women Creating Wealth Flagship Initiative at the GMT deserves more commendation than you're giving yourselves. So, I mean, this ceremony this morning is not just a conclusion, it's a testament of the power of dedication resilience, unwavering belief in our collective potential as women across the continent to transform our societies. What I can say is, in my previous role as Deputy Minister of Finance, I know what this initiative means for women. I know the stories. I know the issues with collateralization, securitization, conveyances, deeds of titles, valuation of your assets. We know the narrative, and what we are trying to do at the African Development Bank is to change the narrative. So I'm pleased to be here, that indeed through the AFAWA initiative, which stands for the Affirmative Finance Action for Women in Africa, that we are making progress in Tanzania. So AFAWA tries to bridge the gender gap, and based on our analysis, we've estimated that the funding gap of women-owned and men, in terms of the disparity between men and women-owned businesses across the continent when it comes to micro, small, and medium enterprises, the variance is about 42 billion. Access to credit. So what we're trying to do, therefore, is to unlock, we've targeted unlocking about $5 billion per year across the continent to support people like you. $5 billion across the continent to support women like you. We've partnered with the African Guarantee Fund that's based in Nairobi. We were all together last week at the annual meeting, and we co-organized the launch of the AFAWA initiative in July of 2022. The AFAWA initiative has 3 pillars. The first focuses on access to finance. I hope that we do have translation and we don't have, it's okay? Okay. The access to finance pillar focuses on increasing access to credit, trade finance, and equity for women-owned, managed, led businesses in partnership with the HEF. Currently, we're actively working with CRDB. We signed our financing agreement with the CEO of CRDB, and implementation of the line of credit is progressing very, very well, and we're about to launch the next phase where we would expand access to more women-owned businesses across Tanzania. The second pillar focuses on improving your capacity, where we work with business consultants, loan officers, and so on, to sit down with your businesses, help you with the financial literacy aspects of your businesses, how to generate the financial statements, income statements, P&L statements, the required analysis that's needed to submit your loan packages for consideration to banks across Tanzania, not just CRDB and NMB. The third pillar focuses on improving the enabling environment, and what we try to do under this pillar is to provide training for your businesses. If you, we have our Power Initiative at CRDB in our office here in Dar es Salaam as well as in Nairobi. If you write to us through our website requesting support, one of my colleagues will respond to you and direct you to where you can receive the support that you need in strengthening your business. Now, what we tried to do was to build the capacity of about 18,000 women-owned SMEs in business and financial management across the continent. And I believe that we've made significant achievement in achieving this target. The first cohort was launched in September of 2022, and we've delivered a 24-month capacity building program targeting about 10,000 women-owned SMEs across the continent. So through the Gresham Machel Trust, we brought GMT as part of our first cohort, and we signed an agreement with the bank to provide $250,000 for the Women Creating Wealth flagship initiative, where we're supporting women, not just here in Tanzania, but we're extending support in Zambia, Malawi, and obviously in South Africa as well. So together with the Gresham Machel Trust, we're looking forward to supporting over 500 women-owned SMEs in these countries. That way we can support more women-owned SMEs just as yourselves. Earlier this month, my colleagues in Nairobi organized a wonderful similar graduation ceremony like this one in South Africa, where more women, where over 50 extraordinary women were celebrated. And of course, I'm pleased to be here to congratulate the 34 remarkable women that will be receiving their certificates this morning. So I'm pleased to be here. To our CEOs in the room, you've demonstrated your incredible perseverance. I know what it means to, I'm just a paperwork. Well, I know what it means to set up a business, but to get a business off the ground is not an easy task. I recognize your courage, your perseverance, your readiness to grow your businesses, and I'd like to assure you that on behalf of the African Development Bank, we'll stand with you along every step of the way to ensure that you get the support that you need based on a range of services that we provide. But this ceremony is not just about celebrating the work that you've done so far. This, just sitting at the table, I turned to Emma and I asked Emma, my question to Emma was, so how many billionaires are we trying to create? How many more billionaires are we trying to create? For me, as as a woman in finance, this is a sort of milestone that I want to see. Emma whispered to me and said, "Oh no, Patricia, we're focusing on the millionaires." And I said, no, we don't want millionaires because we're all millionaires in Tanzanian shillings, right? So, Emma, we need our colleagues, look, the lady from Women in Media mentioned that we need to tell our stories. The challenge that we collectively face is the bar that we set for ourselves. We should not aspire to become millionaires. For me, it was Ngozi that told me this when I was at the World Bank. She told me, Patricia, you're an economist. It's not just about performing as well as your male counterparts at the World Bank. Perform better than they do. Okay? Perform better than they do. It's beyond the glass ceiling. If there's one message you'd get from Patricia Lively today, it's that. It's beyond shattering the glass ceiling. And I'd like to implore all of you in this room that the target that you set for yourselves should be ambitious. I think it was, I don't remember who said this, but if a target doesn't, I think it was Johnson Sirleaf that said this. If your goals don't keep you up at night, are they high enough? Okay? So I am not going to preach. Let me just tell you how privileged I am today. I'd like to congratulate all of you. Asanteni sana, and may God bless us all. Thank you very much.
Shawty, come and ride my backseat. Would you tell me what you want, what you fancy? Ready on my ride like I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me. I wanna live with you. I can see the way I get there. Girl, you never know, so you won't go so.
I think now I understand. I think now I understand why Vida said it's very difficult to speak after a great woman has spoken. Dr. Patricia, your question will be answered. I have backed your question, and I believe someone is going to answer it today, right here. So, as I'm trying to amplify my voice, let me take you to a little challenge. It's a digital world. I believe we all have our smartphones with us here today. Please show me your phone. Thank you. I am trying to amplify the GMT voice. Please open your LinkedIn app if you have one. Thank you. And then search Graça Machel Trust, please. Graça Machel Trust, Graca. Please press follow. Thank you so much. Do we have an Instagram app? The youngsters in the house, do we have an Instagram app? Let's go to Instagram. Please search G_Machel Trust. Please give us a follow. We might not be able to follow you back right away, but we'll appreciate your follow. Thank you so much. That's done. Anna Bahati, I think it's good having the mic on my control because now I get to boss my boss around. Welcome, Anna Bahati.
Thank you. Angaja is putting me on the spot because now I have to call my boss on the stage. Whenever I see or hear Coco's name or voice, I remember of the audacious goal. I think everyone in the office already know that when you see Coco, she's talking about the audacious goal. And I think that is what is driving the Women Creating Wealth program. I won't say it because she says it best. So allow me to invite our Senior Entrepreneurship Manager at GMT, Ms. Coco Kujo. Karibu sana.
Shikamo. I think that's the right one, right? Abari is the one that I hear all the time, but maybe Shikamo is the way I start. So a special thank you to our ambassador, John Lunga Ulangu, who's here with us today, and Dr. Patricia Lavely. Thank you very much for being here today, and of course, a special appreciation to our GMT networks, our New Faces, New Voices chapter head, Miss Emma Kawawa, our Network of African Business Women head, Miss Emma Nasari, and of course we have our Women in Media network head, who is Dr. Ruben Nasari, right? Did I say it right? Okay. Okay. And of course, a very special appreciation of you all who are the reason why we're here. You, the entrepreneurs, those of you we started with in 2016, 2017, who are still here, and those of you who are new and joining us. Also, a very special thank you to our coaches. Our program team here, led by Anna Bahati, there's Gloria, who has been with us since 2016. There is these two awesome young ladies here that keep us on our feet. Angaja, who is emceeing today, and of course, Brenda. A very, very, very a special thank you to all of you for making it possible to do this. I think Emma started with the vision of the Grassama Shaw Trust, which is really to unite women across the continent to have one voice on the issues of structural barriers, the things that have kept women back from unleashing and realizing their full potential. That is why we start with this idea of networks, right? Because I think from Michelle's experience as a freedom fighter, as a leader, from a very early age, being a minister of education back then in Mozambique, at the age of 27, she was one of the youngest leaders on our continent as a minister. She has understood that change comes from collectives. When people come together and they have a mission and they bring it to government and they commit to being part of that change, they see the change. And that is why in 2008, Grassama Shaw Trust started the Women in Finance Network. It was after the financial crisis where she as a leader thought, so where were the women when the men were making decisions about how the world finance should operate? And so the idea was to mobilize, sensitize women in the financial services sector to have a voice at the table around decisions around our financial inclusion. And that has been the biggest work that Grassama Shaw Trust has been really spearheading since 2008. As Emma said, in I think it was around 2012 that we started the African Women in Business Network, because we also realized that in our quest for women's economic advancement, we also needed to have the people at the coalface economic advancement, which is entrepreneurs. Of course, we worked with the professionals when I talk about women in finance, but I think we really wanted to see where women are as entrepreneurs. Then we realized that many of them are under these umbrella bodies, but they are very rarely seen and heard. So our slogan, multiplying faces and amplifying voices, is really also the call to say, can we recognize women where they are? Can we also allow them and also create awareness amongst them for them to be seen and to call and challenge themselves to be seen and heard, right? So in our work with entrepreneurs, we're not only challenging women entrepreneurs to grow their businesses, but we're really challenging them to be leaders, sector leaders, because that is where your voice in the sectors that you represent matters for the change that we want to see around the barriers that you face. Now, from the entrepreneurship program, we look at both sides of the problem. There's stuff that you entrepreneurs need to do that is in your control, right? Like building your skills, building your confidence, doing the right thing and being formal and compliant so that you can interact with the formal sector. And then there's also stuff that is beyond your control. No one person can achieve that. That is where we bring the collective voice. So Dr. Patricia, to your point and the challenge, we're already on that challenge. Because the big audacious goal that we have for the Women Creating Wealth program at the Grassama Shaw Trust is to reach 10,000 women, our unicorn, who create $1 billion and 200,000 jobs in the next 5 years. We're running out of time because we're now 4 years into this. Now, what is exciting is because we started the program here, we've started seeing from the evaluation we did in 2021 that it is possible for women in these programs to transition their businesses from income generation to wealth creation. Now, how does that happen? I think that story is going to be told by the panel that we're going to have, who are going to speak to how our intervention
brings about levers of transformation, from building confidence, from really understanding how your business works to make a business case, from also really having a mindset, a growth mindset, to say, I'm here today, but is this all I'm capable of? Because that's the challenge with Graça Machel Trust. That surely you can do more than you're telling yourself you can do now. And also really giving you the skills and the tools to be able to leapfrog your business. And we've seen that since 2016. I mean, I'm not going to mention names here, but I know we started, some of them probably started with a fraction of where they are in their businesses and have gone more than 10x. So we know that 10,000, if every woman that we reach, it takes on the assignment to take their businesses from where they are to at least $100,000 in the next 4 years, we will reach there, the $1 billion. We also work with the ratio of that 80-20 rule to say our 20% of these cohorts will still get us the $1 billion if they reach at least $500,000 in the next 4 years. And I'm happy to say some of them are already up for the challenge and beating it already. Okay, so we're super excited about that. But I think the partnership that brought us with AFDB, Affirmative Finance Action for Women, was this program that we're calling Know, Find and Grow Your Money. So everybody says Women Create One, but actually this particular program is called Know, Find and Grow Your Money. Why? Because we realized that the only way we can really align with the AFAWA partnership is that women get to know their money, they find it, and they grow it through all the interventions that we have in investor readiness, which is really the focal point of this program, because when we identified them from a stage of establishment and then getting the support to get to the next level. So we didn't start with startups, we started with quite experienced businesses. And what is interesting is, because we've done this program before, and when we speak to a lot of women these days, they say, we've been overcapacitated. We've been overtrained, and yet we're still not getting the money. So we had to challenge ourselves to say, okay, maybe we won't even train you. We won't take you through our traditional training. We'll start with business advisory and business clinics, right? And then really strengthen your business case and your business plans and your pitches to be able to get the finance. And I have to say that in the 4 countries, I think Dr. Patricia alluded to it, that this program, with the investment we got of $250,000 from the AFAWA initiative, we have grown it multipliers. It was in 4 countries: Malawi, Zambia, Tanzania, South Africa, and Malawi, Zambia, Tanzania, and South Africa. We have taken it nearly 10x. We have hit the roof of raising 2 million, at least 2.2 million since the program started. So you see why we know we can 10x, we can multiply whatever investment anybody partners with us on to invest in women's businesses. And where have most of that money come from? It comes from financial institutions. Sometimes our coaches have had to restructure the loans that they have, or even prepare their papers to be able to access the finance. A lot of women say now that before this program, my chances of raising finance was about 20%. But with this program, it's now 80%. And we want more and more of them to be able to say, yes, I raised the money. And yes, I'm investing it in my business. And yes, I have accountability partners that allow me to make sure that I'm investing in a way that I'm not indebted, and I'm able to, more than that, grow my business. So we really, really, really thank the village that came together to be able to help us raise finance. I think another point that I really, really want to emphasize is is our partnership with the New Faces, New Voices. Because the partnership is, as I said, we started with advocacy. But now we really need to get to how do we put capital in the hands of women. Graça Machel Trust has also started an initiative called AfriShella. And that is, yes, we want to put our money where our mouth is. We started the advocacy a long time ago, and some things have changed, but some things are rather slow to change. So we want to be able to start an initiative called AfriShella, where we're looking for anchor funders to at least seed us with at least $5 million to start this initiative. And I think we're close to getting anchor funders, but anchor funders say, I want to invest, but I want to see who else I bring into the party so that I spread my risk. So I also think that that's another opportunity that we need to come back to you with, Dr. Patricia, to be able to say, can you be part of seeding that so that we can really accelerate the progress of really testing the SME space and investing in women's businesses. We're looking at gender lens initiatives. We're also looking at the impact, and we're also looking at climate change solutions that the entrepreneurs that we bring on are able to bring to be able to be selected for this fund. Women in media, I think we talk about multiplying faces, amplifying voices. Sister Rose, that is your baby, right? We need to be able to tell our stories. And I think even in the AFAWA, in the No Fund and Grow Your Money partnership with AFAWA, a big part of it is visibility for this program, so that we can tell the stories about how the women have been able to raise finance to grow their businesses. Because I think we say women can't access finance, but we need to go beyond they can't to how can they, right? A big part of it is about formalization of the businesses, being compliant, being able to document your business case and be able to confidently speak about how your business will be able to grow and repay the money. That's the business case. If you can't make the case for how your business will grow to pay back the money, I think you'll have a difficult conversation with most financiers. I think a lot of stories will be told by players in the program. So I'm going to pause here and say a big congratulations to those of you who have come this far. I know many of you say this program is tough. It's tough because you're women and you have multiple roles. The wife, the mother, the auntie, the daughter-in-law, and all, and the wife I mentioned, huh? And all those very challenging roles. And you do it with grace to still say, I am committed to raising, creating wealth for my family, my community, and invariably for our country. Tanzania is getting women who are focused on creating wealth, because when women have money, they don't only buy their nice purses and shoes and that, they invest in their families, their extended families, their communities, and everybody thrives. My big request to every single man in this room, and many who are not here and should be here, is please support the women. The biggest message I have from the women entrepreneurs is, please, we need support from home. Women businesses thrive when they have, is there a partner here who's joined their partner to come to the graduation? I want to see one. Hey, Tanzania ladies. Did you invite your partners? No, I think you didn't. Why is it that there's nobody here? I've just come from Uganda. There were men there behind their partners, their wives. Please. Yesterday I had a very difficult conversation with a businessman here. And he said, you know, one of the biggest challenges the women will have is getting the male support to grow these multi-billion dollars that you're talking about. Right? Because as we grow the program in Tanzania from 100 to 1,000 in the next 2 years, right? So that you can create $100 million in the next 4 years, the biggest challenge you have is who's your support system? This is a very serious conversation, so let's do a kitchen party on that one, huh? I think Vida has a forum to do kitchen parties. Please, let's do a kitchen party on that one. The conversation that you need to have at home, huh? To get support. Otherwise, as you grow your businesses into these multi-million dollar businesses, you will have sabotage. Them to come and cheer you on for your graduation. On that note, I want to say thank you so much. and enjoy your celebration. We appreciate you, we recognize you, and we want to shine you on and cheer you on as you make your millions that transforms lives, communities, and our continent. Thank you.
As strong as that one. Let's give her a hand of applause, please. More, please. So it's not really my place to say, but I would like to say to you, Coco, because of you, some of us, including the graduates today, have got the privilege to experience what it means to stand on the shoulders of a giant. Thank you for being the giant that is holding us strong, paving way, making sure that we have a table where decisions are made, but we also have what it takes. We also have what it's needed to contribute in the tables that we are seeking seats on. Thank you so much. Hands of applause for Coco, please. Anna had mentioned it earlier that every time you get a phone call and it's Coco, your mind automatically goes to, oh my God, the big audacious goal. What does she have this time? And I understand as women, we have always taken pride in the fact that sijalala, mtoto alikuwa analia. Sijalala, mume wangu hajarudi. But now we have another reason kwa nini hatulali. We do not sleep because we have a goal to achieve. It only means more problems, but we got the shoulders for it. And I'm glad that this time we have people who make sure that we have a dream and we are guided to achieve it. Let me welcome Gloria so she can carry us through the next program, where she's going to be showcasing the women creating wealth graduates who are going to be pitching their businesses today. Welcome on stage, Gloria.
Okay, now my guys, them know me. So six, I've been writing on this story. I know the OG, but if you ask them know me.
I'm humbled. I felt confident in the morning, but now I'm all jitters. Seeing the women, the delegation, the people here, I mean, I'm humbled. 34 women is not a joke. Guest of honor, delegates, thank you for coming for this event. Thank you for honoring the Women Creating Wealth program and seeing that we are of value to take your time and see us. And to the women, congratulations. It has not been easy. It has not been easy, I know. What I'm going to showcase here today is just a bit of what the women have been going through. Some of the women who had planned to do this speech have had those issues that Angaja was talking about. A family member, their caretakers, they had those issues and they were not able to showcase. And do we have even the time to do all the showcases? But today I'm going to bring one of the entrepreneurs, and as we said, we are amplifying voices. I'm going to bring one of the entrepreneurs because we've not had a platform. This is for the first time, a platform where women can pitch in their language, right? And businesses happening in Swahili, are they? We're having businesses happening in Swahili. And today I'd like to bring on board is Deborah Sengati, who is a contractor, who is a leader of the Women in Construction, Deborah Sengati from ULM Contractors. Karibu Mama Sengati. Mama Sengati will be doing her presentation in Kiswahili, and I believe the investors in the room, the partners in the room can hear her and see what they can be able to assist her and improve her business, take it to the next level that she wants, wealth creation. Thank you.
Habari ya saizi. Kwa jina naitwa Deborah Sengati. Kampuni yangu inaitwa ULM Investment. Nafanya kazi ya ukandarasi. Niko class 3 na experience ya miaka 26 kwa sababu nilianza biashara mwaka 1998. Baada ya kufanya biashara zangu niliona changamoto kubwa ilikuwa kwa sababu nafanya biashara ya ukandarasi. Niliangalia nafanya barabara, majengo na mambo mengi, lakini nikagundua kuna tatizo kwenye masuala ya kupatikanaji wa maji. Kwa hiyo nikajikita kwenye masuala ya maji, ukarabati wa kutengeneza mabwawa pamoja na visima ili kuwasaidia wamama vijijini. Tatizo niloligundua, nilikuta wanawake na watoto wengi wanatembea muda mrefu kutafuta maji na wanapata shida. Unakuta wanatumia maji machafu kama mnavyoona hiyo picha hapo. Wamama wa vijijini ndio maisha wanayoishi, kwa hiyo ni maisha ya shida. Kwa hiyo utakuta katika hayo maji, utakuta wanachukua maji machafu, inaleta athari hata kwenye afya. Na wengine utakuta wanaenda kutafuta maji kwenye vyanzo vya maji, wanaharibu mazingira. Kwa hiyo na wengine utakuta wamama wanatoka asubuhi usiku kwenda kutafuta maji, hiyo inasababisha hata ndoa zao kuvunjika. Kwa hiyo nilivyogundua hilo, kampuni yangu ikajikita katika changamoto hiyo ya kufuatilia maji kwa ujumla. Kwa maana hiyo nikaona nijikite katika kazi hiyo ya mabwawa, tupate suluhisho ili wamama waweze kupata maji, waweze kupata maji kwa yakiwa majumbani na kuwaletea kwenye matenki, kwenye visima, ili kuwapate maji salama, kwa kuona kwamba wamama wengi wanapata matatizo ya kiafya na watoto wengi wanakuwa ni wagonjwa. Pamoja na hayo, nikaangalia katika ushindani masoko. Huwa nafanya biashara na serikali. Kwa hiyo nilipokwenda kwenye serikali ambapo ndio nafanya nao biashara, niliona kwamba hapa kuna fursa ambapo kazi nafanya na serikali na watu binafsi. Kwa hiyo nilikwenda kuomba kazi ili niweze kuwasaidia hawa mama wanaoteseka kwa muda mrefu. Kwa hiyo wanaoteseka kwa muda mrefu. Kwa hiyo ilinibidi kutafuta kazi na niweze kupata kazi kufanya kwa ushindani. Na nilipokwenda kufanya ushindani wangu, niligundua kampuni yangu ina ubora zaidi baada ya kuona kwamba nilikuwa na kipato ambacho kinaweza kuwazidi wenzangu, nilikuwa na uwezo wa kupata mashine, kufanya kazi, uzoefu wa mwaka kama nilivyoeleza, kufanya kazi kwa muda sahihi na pamoja na kutoa kazi ya ubora. Hiyo ilifanya kampuni yangu kukua, na pamoja na hapo nilipata kazi kwa wingi na kufanya kazi ambayo inaweza ikawa na ubora kwa kutumia mashine na kutoa kazi ya kiwango cha juu. Kwa hiyo nakuwa na wafanyakazi wazuri na kupata kipato kikubwa, ambapo ilinifanya niwe na mafanikio ya kukua kifedha, kwa sababu kama unapata kazi nzuri na unafanya kwa ubora zaidi, inakufanya hata income yako inakuwa. Mkiangalia hapo kampuni yangu inavyokuwa, ukiangalia mwaka Desemba 20 na itakapofika Desemba 24 utaona jinsi inavyokuwa, na ukifika 25 utaona jinsi nilivyo plan yangu kwamba nitakuwa zaidi. Kwa hiyo inanifanya niweze kuhudumia wateja wangu ambao nimewachagua masoko ambayo ni Ruasa, TANROADS na TARURA na pia kwenye watu binafsi, na ukuaji wangu wa kipato utakuwa zaidi. Mimi kama Deborah ndio mkurugenzi na mkurugenzi mwingine ambaye anashughulika na masuala mengine. Ukiangalia kampuni yangu inao watu ambao wananishauri, board of ambao ni kwenye board. Utaona pale kuna Gladness ambaye yuko chuo cha ardhi, naye Masasi ambaye ni engineer ambaye ni mstaafu, naye Stella Manonge ambaye ananishauri katika mambo ya kisheria. Pale juu na timu ya wahandisi ambao wako wazuri ambao wamesajiliwa na wako katika kiwango cha juu. Nitawapa historia yangu kidogo. Mwaka 98 mpaka 15 nilisajiliwa nikiwa class 7, yani kisema daraja la 7 ni daraja la chini, nikiwa na wafanyakazi watatu na vibarua ambao tunakuta kwenye site kama 50. Hapo unaweza kufanya kazi mpaka milioni 150 tu. Ilivyofika mwaka 2015 mpaka 21 nilipenda daraja la 6, kwa maana nilikuwa kidogo, nikawa na wafanyakazi watano na vibarua ambao tunakuta kwenye maeneo tunayofanya kazi walipanda kama 75 na kipato kilipanda mpaka milioni 500. Ulipofika mwaka 21 ambapo mpaka sasa pamoja na hii elimu niliyopata nilipanda nikafika class 3 na nikiwa nafanya kazi 10 na wengine hawa 100, na sasa hivi na uwezo wa kufanya kazi mpaka 2.5B na kuendelea. Matokeo ya mafanikio haya matokeo ya mafanikio haya yamenifanya niweze kuwapatia watu vijijini maji salama, ambayo imesaidia elimu kwa wale watoto ambao walikuwa wanazurura, wamekuwa sasa wanapata maji salama, kwa hiyo wanapata elimu ya kutosha. Na wale wamama ambao wanateseka wakienda kutafuta maji, ambao uchumi wao unakuwa unashuka akishinda kutafuta maji, sasa hivi uchumi umekuwa mkubwa. Wamama biashara zao zimeimarika, na mazingira pia tumejaribu kuweka mazingira vizuri, kwa sababu kama kila kitu kiko sawa, maji yako vizuri, hapa napunguza uharibifu wa mazingira, pamoja na afya kwa wale watu waliokuwa wanakunywa maji machafu. Sasa hivi wamama wote wanaenda wanapata maji salama, kwa hiyo afya kidogo imeimarika. Ombi langu mimi nilikuwa na uhitaji wa hela ambayo nilikuwa nahitaji dola milioni 1,130,000. Hii ni kwa kuwa nataka nijenge ghala kubwa, niwe na mitambo ambayo nijenge ghala kubwa kwa dola 150,000, niwe na mashine ambazo zinaweza kuimarisha biashara yangu ili niwe na mitambo ili biashara iweze kuwa bora, dola 620,000. Pia niweke mifumo ya kisasa ambayo ni ya teknolojia ya kisasa ambayo naomba dola 60,000. Nilikuwa naomba na mtaji wa kufanyia kazi kama dola 300,000. Hii itafanya iwe dola milioni 1,130,000. Ufadhili huu nilikuwa naomba kama nitapatiwa mkopo wa muda mrefu au kama ikiwezekana hata kupatiwa ruzuku. Asante.
Thank you so much, Mama Deborah. I love how she got confident on the numbers, right? She knows her numbers. It doesn't matter which language she's using, but she does know what she wants in business. And that's most important. Congratulations, Mama Deborah. Deborah is one of the women who has accessed more finance among the 20% that have been able to access finance in this program. She has raised 1.5 billion Tanzanian shillings during this time. So we're very proud of her. The next speaker is a very exciting lady. She helps women, small women businesses to access finance. And this is none other than Emi Mwakajile. She is from microfinance industry, an industry that rarely do we have them coming for sessions like this. This is an industry that they have money, right? So welcome Annie from Tanzanite Women Microfinance.
We just know this and know this. I dey low-key, but I'm never lonely. Sexy ladies, come wife me slowly. I love your sing.
Hello. Good morning. Thank you. I would like to thank you, guest of honor, Ambassador, Director of International Trade and Economic Diplomacy, EFDB Country Representative, Dr. Patricia, GMT team, and our guest from South Africa, Coco. I'm very happy to see you live today. Before starting, I would like to I would like to take this moment to express my sincere appreciation for GMT WCW program, for your support and the dedication and commitment to us through defense training, networking event, and business clinic. Your effort has been made a significant impact to our company. Thank you for being such important to our company. We have received so many training, for example, leadership and good governance, marketing, branding, financial management. All this training has brought more impact to our business. For introduction, my name, I can't see, and I can't see properly. Can I take my, I can't see that. Thank you. For introduction, my name is Eni. I'm a founder and the CEO for Tanzanite Women Microfinance Limited. I was employed by one of commercial bank in Tanzania as a credit officer dealing with a program for women, namely WEF Women Financing Program. After witnessing the transformative impact of microfinance as a struggling community, it inspired me to establish a microfinance company driven by believing that empowering women and youth by providing access to finance service to like a small loan that bank cannot give to these women as they cannot meet bank standard will enable women to start or to expand business, generate income, and gain more control over their finances. What we are trying to solve? We are trying to solve the following: lack of access to finance resources, limited to access credit, insufficient education, financial literacy among business women. Yeah, financial literacy is very important because we cannot do business without knowing financial management, how to keep records, book of accounting. So this knowledge is very important to women, not only for those who graduate in the university, but this education to make them understanding how to control and manage their business. Also, we realize there is a gap in microfinance marketing for women, including tailored product addressing specific needs. What the solution we offered? Solution we offered
customized financial product that address to unique challenge faced by women. We have a product for women, group lending. Group lending for entrepreneur. We provide a flexible repayment schedule for weekly repayment schedule to entrepreneur and monthly for employee. So we provide a loan for entrepreneur group through group lending, which their repayment schedule they are paying just weekly. So it enables them to pay with minimal big amount. Access to financial literacy program. We used to make it training in groups for women, as I talked to previous slide. We organize women in groups. We train them financial management. We train them to differentiate business with their personal expense. We train them not to go in many debts. To take many debts. Debt after debt in debt. So they have to finish one debt and to get another one, and to stick in one organization so that they can understand how to manage their finance. Low interest rates. Tanzania Women Microfinance improved accessibility service to women in remote or underserved area. We provide a loan for women in agriculture in urban area. We pay agriculture input like manure and the seed for growing their product. By providing agriculture input, manure, and the good seed for good harvest. By implementing this solution, Tanzania Women Microfinance is not only bridge the gap in service for women, but also tap into active market opportunity while improving women in successful economically. Market and sales opportunity. Sales number revenue generated from our product is USD 26,000, equivalent to Tanzania shillings 191,46,000. Our business has been yearly basis of portfolio has been performing well, and our customer base has been growing. We are maintaining a reliable, interrupted flow of our product throughout the supply chain, ensuring efficiency, reliability, customer satisfaction. Lack of enough capital due to high demand rate of our customer product and service. Tanzania Microfinance stimulated our customer service process, reducing response to 30%, resulting to increased customer satisfaction, increase our digital marketing strategy, resulting to increasing sales. So we have in digital marketing, we have in Instagram, so this enables us to increase marketing sales. Recognition of award. I was participating in different awards, like EFM award for Mwanamke wa Shoka, and the Tanzania Women Chamber of Commerce. I got recognition of Best Microfinance Company of the Year. So this one enabled me to build a name, people bring me a trust to the society. So this also enabled me to get more customer for this branding, which I got from this event. This year, we successfully adding the number of sales on agriculture input from 400 bags of manure to 950. So it is increased market share by more than 200% Target market size. Women and youth who are employed and entrepreneur aged, we target to 20 to 45 years. with this disposable income preferred of sustainable product. As for market segmentation, we aim to capture significant product in urban and the rural area. As you know, many people, especially in agriculture, they not get this financial support from even big bank. So we have we segment on those rural areas so that we can improve them on their agriculture. It is sustainability is the key. Focus with effect in place to ensure our operation, product, and supply chain practice with align with the environmental and the social responsibility and the standard. Our market is growing, driven by increasing awareness of sustainability of eco-conscious concept. Up to 2024, there is a difference. Also, you can see total profit after tax, it is increased year by year. So you can see their profit is a bit higher because we got loan from one of the bank in Tanzania, help us to boost our capital. Yeah, the last page. Yes. Yeah. For the short there, leading to agribusiness, maybe I can summarize because many are there. We are looking for rising capital of USD 200,000 as a capital. And this fund will be mainly used to increase customer base, portfolio. For portfolio, other usage is as indicated below. There is a 5% sales and marketing, hired 10% in technology by that component or product of agribusiness, lending to agribusiness. We are looking for funds or investors who we can join together in the area of lending to agribusiness to the rural area. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Annie. We had to rush you on, but she has a business and she's looking for finance. There are players in the room. We have bankers, we have partners that we have invited in the room. It would be great to hear from you as financiers, as banks. What is it that, any comments that you would give to the entrepreneurs and what you are looking for in order for you to provide financing as we prepare for the panel for the next group of people who's going to speak? Any financiers in the room who'd like to? Who? Any comment from the coaches, please? Thank you.
Thank you. Your Excellency, guest of honor, participants of this great event and graduates. I want really to congratulate all the graduates for their very good work. And I can say a few things. Number one, we are first-hand witnesses of how the women can do so well in business in this country. and my experience and colleagues as coaches has been working around with very hard-working women, highly innovative, highly motivated, persevering, and who really knows what to do. I can say a lot have been done by themselves, and they have achieved even more than we expected as coaches. I can say this program was very effective, and in fact, many like this are needed. Why? What we realized with my colleagues as coaches in the country is that business women, when they decide to do business, they are really committed, and many of them knows where they want to go. But what we noticed, there was an isolation. They started somewhere, the businesses are growing, they find a lot more needs to be done by them, but most of the time they find themselves a bit isolated, not knowing where to go and who to ask when it comes to very important questions. So our work as coaches, we are doing the main 3 jobs that any professional coach would do, was to support, to share our experiences, and also to motivate. And as a result of this, we have seen a lot happening, and a lot can be done. My question on behalf of these women and many others who have not been able to reach to is that let us trust in their capacity to do better when supported. Thank you.
I will return the mic to Angaja.
Thank you so much, Gloria. As we prepare for the next program, I would like to remind you that we have an open bar. Tafadhali jisikie huru kwenda pale nyuma kupata chochote ambacho ungependa kupata. It's being chai, kahawa, ama juice. Vyote vimeandaliwa kwa ajili yenu. Now I would like to call on stage Brenda Mihanjo so that she can showcase what the Women Creating Wealth is doing.
Mama Deborah, umenipa uthubutu. Nashukuru. Wakati unazungumza nilikuwa na hesabu bilioni 1, bilioni 1, bilioni 1, bilioni 1, bilioni 1 huko kote. Inawezekana. Allow me to welcome our panelists, Coach Gloria, Coach Deogratius, Engineer Regina, and Miss Sabrina. Karibuni sana. Yes, you can choose. Karibu. So with me, this is our program, Master Coach Gloria, and our technical coach, Deogratius, and then we have a member of cohort 1, Engineer Regina, and then member of cohort 2, Miss Sabrina. Karibuni sana. Coach Gloria, Coco said, and I quote, 10,000 business women, 1 billion turnover, 200,000 employment opportunities. within 5 years. I just want to understand how we can arrive into that big, audacious goal. Of course, Mama Deborah has already confirmed to me that it is actually applicable. What does the program provide in terms of courses and methodology that will help these women entrepreneurs to arrive into that goal?
Again, thank you, Brenda. I would like to briefly speak about the Women Creating Wealth program and the Ignite training program that is online. So the Women Creating Wealth program, starting from 2016 to date, we moved online program to the online program because of the COVID-19, and we found a solution for the women to be able to access the training through a learner management system. And this has helped us to be able to reach more women compared to what we had initially we would have been getting. We would have been speaking of 500 again, but now we are speaking of 1,000 plus. So the number is achievable, and the program on the online platform has 5 courses, and those 5 courses are personal mastery and leadership, because we believe that entrepreneurs as women, we have been able to get lost in our businesses in some way, but the personal mastery and leadership course really helps the women to understand who they are. And most of the women, the feedback that we are getting is that they're saying that the Women Creating Wealth is a game changer because it's the program that really brings them in the picture. Everyone trains them on entrepreneurship, but they rarely tell them of who they are as people. Secondly, we have the second module, where is Know, Find and Grow Your Money, which is terror for most women, but then women and money is something that we cannot separate. We need to change our mindset around money. We need to change the way we look at money. We need to change the way we think about money, thinking that Mama Deborah has made 1.5 billion, thinking that you also are in the range of making that much money within the time that you want. So that program, that course really helps the women to be able to understand where they are in terms of finances. They can be able to put together their numbers and understand when and how they're making profit or losses. But then the third course really helps them to reimagine their businesses. We've had businesses joining the program with one business and leaving the program with a different business. Why? Because they realize they have potential, they can be able to grow, they can be able to move their businesses, and they have the capacity. So that is what the third course does. The fourth course is the Entrepreneurship Mastery 2, and this has been a game changer. We have players in the room who have been able to install systems in their businesses, systems that they've been able to use for growth of their businesses. We had a woman in Dodoma saying that through the installation of systems in her business, she has been able to employ something that she's never done in the 5-10 years that she's been in business, something we believe that will lead to the growth that she really wants to get. But then we have the fifth course, which is the Winning Markets. This, we help the entrepreneurs to understand the markets, who is the customer, to understand what are the value chains that are there in the business, what advantage can they take in the value chains. But then really the Ignite program really helps them, because within the program we have support, which we call master coaching, and she says I'm the master coach, but we have women who have experienced the program, they've practiced the program, who really understand what the program does, and they assist the entrepreneurs to get hold of the methodology, which they then build on to build businesses that are sustainable. But then after the master coaching sessions, we do have the technical support, which the women get from the likes of Dale and Christian and the likes. So having the master coaches within the program really helps build the confidence of the women. It is not easy to do business on your own, but you have the right support, then you definitely move your business to growth mindset. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your gratis. How practical is the technical support to these participants?
Thank you so much. First, sorry for my misplaced remarks previously due to a bit misunderstanding. Thank you for the question. What I can say, master coaching is highly effective and highly needed. Just by knowing what a master coach really has to do in the business. The work of a master coach are mainly three: to support and to share the experiences that are highly needed by the business, and also to motivate the leadership, the leader of the business. So most of the times you find a business has started somewhere and it is growing. Different stage of business requires different skills and different decisions making and different types of information that are required to do business. Sometimes even different systems. Sometimes it requires to change even the structure of the business itself, because you cannot have the same structure where the business has one product line and now it has four. You find the previous structure cannot work when now there are four different products that are being given. But how can that business now change to fit in the current situation? Somebody is needed to come and work very closely to advise, to share experiences, how it is done. And sometimes changes can be good, but they also need to be managed. Without managing a change, you can also result into disrupting the business operations. So our work as coaches was to guide the businesses gradually. First of all, to look at what was happening. And the very first thing we did, even in the first clinic, we did about governance. You know, there is this definition of business startups. Most of the times, they refer to time when the business started. But a business can still be a startup even if it is 7 years in operations, even if they have 4 billion in the account. How? If a manager is doing everything, she's the general managing director, she's a marketing manager, and if she travels, also the business travels with her. That's a startup. So it started with that. And it really was like a mind opener. Many things changed from there. We saw now businesses coming up with good structures. Number two was we met with them and asked, like, what do you need? What do you think you need for your business to grow? They say. Then we went to verify. Do you really need this amount? What for? So later on, many changes the way they looked at things. And even many of them managed to come up with options that worked so well, more than what they had in their mind before. So what I can say, this is highly required, this is needed, and as I said, most of the successes we have recorded, in fact, came from their own initiatives, just after realizing what they needed to do and how to restructure their businesses. We saw big impact. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the greatest. Sabrina, you are in court too, and yesterday we were with you in your business place. How impactful the program has been for your business, the before and after? How do you see the business now doing?
Good morning. For me, I joined the WCW because my business was at a place where I felt needed to scale up. I own another business which is 14 years old, but it's something that I already love and do very well. So even if I travel, even if I sleep, it still runs. When I joined the Greta Michelle Trust, what I learned was I needed to relearn and learn again. So I came in with an empty canvas, and then it taught me systems. It said, Sabrina, you have to go back into your systems. You have to document your systems. You have to look at your financials in a different ways. It's not marketing, communications, and printing anymore. It's now food, and we're distributing in different places, and we're importing and all that, and different suppliers. It requires money. It requires knowledge. But before, as part of the coach said, before we can go for the money, how well do I know my business? So it came to really getting down to the know, find, and grow your money part. What I found was I had to look at my mindset first in terms of the finances, but I also had to look at my why I'm in that business. The business that I started 4 years ago, which is Samara Foods, is not 24 company. I started it because it was COVID. I started it because there was nothing at that moment that I could do. An opportunity came up and I loved it very much. But an opportunity as per business, you need to build foundations, you need to build systems that are documented, you need to build processes. And with processes come technology as well. There's AI, there's even route to market. So I've loved it very much. So it has been very impactful for me. So I thank you.
Know, find, and grow your money. I know there's a piece yours. I see you right there. Esther, you're there. These are quote ones. I mean quote 3. So I know them by names. How important is it to know and to find your money? Because I think this is the place where women are being challenged. I see how some are trying to run away, and if you're capable enough, you can just hire an accountant. And I feel like sometimes it is because of the belief where we are coming from, our relationship with money, all of that. So I'd rather hire an accountant rather than facing my money. And when it comes to record keeping, I would rather write what is there, what is seen, rather than what has been done. Because I don't want to face myself of what has been really going on in my business. So let's talk about know, find, and grow your money. How important it is. Yes, you can have accountant, you can have auditor, but you as the business owner, how important it is to know your money.
So I'll share a story. In 2011, after 1 year of my business in 2012, I hired an accountant to do all that, all the bookkeeping, and I trusted that they knew well because they were CPA professionals. And then in 2013, I got slapped with a 200 million tax. I trusted the professional who had certificates. Know, find, and grow your money. If you don't know your money, you don't know where you're going. It's the same thing. If you don't have a plan, you plan. Fail. We all plan to fail. I had to learn I had to sit down. So even when I was recruiting my next accountant, I actually knew what I was doing. I kind of regretted because when I was younger, I wanted to be an accountant, and the first job that I got was an accountant, and I was like, oh my God, this is boring. My mindset since I was young is, I've been told, if I'm giving you 100, make sure that you split it into 3. You save it, charity, and entertainment. And once you do that, you need to know how you used it. I've grown to even relate that to my children. That says to the same with business as well. If you don't know where your money is, if you're not building a reserve, that's the saving part. If you're not doing the social part, that's the part. If you don't know what your ins and outs of your business, and if you can't question your accountant, someone today told me, I hired an accountant and they have a certificate. And I said, that's a bookkeeper. Huh? I said, do you know exactly what they're writing? Do you know do they know your fixed assets, your fixed costs and your variable costs? Everyone, when I say this, is like, which one is that? And as entrepreneurs, we have a lot of passion. I see a lot of women that I know and a lot of women that I don't know. We all have a passion for what we're doing. But our passion will not move forward if you don't know where your money is going and how it's coming in. So we must learn. Take all the courses. Don't be afraid. And I've had several women contact me as well. They want to quit because of no find and grow your money. So many. And I said, why are you in business if you don't know it? There's no point in doing business, and a lot of us are very excellent marketers. Brenda knows I am a very extreme introvert, but I can tell you all the numbers, and I can tell you in 2 minutes, like, okay, this is business, and this is an opportunity. All right? So for me, I would advise, know your money first, know why you're in it second, right? And then follow up. And then it's easy for you to actually find your money. So they're all here. Mama here, I'm very extremely impressed. She knows where her money is from. She knows how to get it. Now she's pitching to grow. But if you don't, you will actually go to the investors and they will just listen and move forward. And you will never know why. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sabrina. Engineer Regina, how are you?
I'm good.
Tell us about your business. How is it now going from where it has been? How does the course helping you with your business?
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Hope it's morning. Before starting this program, all my services, actually, my company is called Math Genius, and it's focused on helping the students with challenges in mathematics. And it helps students from the primary to secondary level. At first, we were only providing physical services like teaching them physically as well as counseling them. But after attending this program, and especially in a module which is about entrepreneurship mastery, there's an issue, there's certain content which was about generation of an idea to a business. And then for me, I was like, okay, providing this kind of services to students, it's only, we only capture just a very small geographical area, but I want to expand it more. But how? That was a reason. So the idea was to use technology. So I started to use technology just by testing. First, I gather a couple number of parents, like 400 parents in a WhatsApp group, and then try to just try to test a different product for them just to accept, because actually one of the challenges, most of the parents believe that their students or their children can be trained physically, just one-on-one, but they don't believe that students can also be trained even through online. So I had to test some of the products. Like there was one something that I learned from WCW program, which was about the minimum viable product. Just test it, and then if it is acceptable, you find a way to improve it. So so after introducing different kinds of ideas through online, we have managed to develop videos, and their own found in YouTube. It's called My Genius Africa. We also have introduced online quizzes every weekend, and we are still moving on, because what I believe is, because at first I was only limited, like serving students who are in Dar es Salaam. But I thank God, now we are serving from Morogoro. We have one customer here. So yeah, we're still moving, and thanks to this program, yeah, I see things are possible. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Engineer Regina. So we are wrapping up. Coach Gloria, what are the benefits after these women have graduated? What should they expect from now, the post-graduation?
Thank you. Women creating wealth doesn't leave anyone behind, right? We have our goal setting, right? We have our inspiration, right? We have our accountability. You look at them here, some of them have partnerships that started in 2016, 2017. So as women creating wealth, we don't leave our women behind. We have a business community plan for them, and they'll be part of the Women Creating Wealth business community that is planning to have resources that will help the women be able to work together, access the coaches that you have worked with, the coaches that, the technical support that is available. You will also have access to the program to just be able to connect with each and every one on Women Creating Wealth. And that's not only in Tanzania, but also across the 7 countries that Women Creating Wealth is at right now and growing. So we believe that community will be able to support these women to stay in business, to grow their businesses, and definitely become the unicorns that we expect them to be in future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just a reminder, we are going to have a call for application next week, Friday of 14th June. Please, if you know anyone who might benefit from this program, communicate to them. Registration will be available for the next cohort, which is cohort 4. Thank you so much. Thank you, Coach Gloria. Thank you, Coach the Greatest. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, Engineer Regina. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Brenda, and your panel. It's always wonderful to have a testimony from those who have actually tasted the favor of the Lord. Wakristo tunaamini sana katika ushuhuda. So now we have had a testimony from those who have experienced the privilege to be part of this wonderful program. I would like to call on stage my boss, again, bossing my boss, Anna Bahati. So you can welcome the boss of today's program.
Hello once again. I think you have seen too much of me today, just because Angaja enjoys it. We thought not to lose the momentum, and now I would like to call our guest of honor, Ambassador John Ulanga, to give his remarks. I wanted to call him just after hearing all this, to give him a deeper understanding of what we are really doing with the program. Ambassador, thank you so much once again for honoring us. Karibu sana.
Good afternoon. Multiplying faces. But I know for sure when you say multiplying faces, these are not the faces of myself, Joseph, Martin, etc. These are beautiful faces that need to be multiplied. I'm going to start by saying this, and I know I'm going to embarrass Anna Bahati. I am sure, Anna Bahati, I'm sure I was the backup guest of Anna. Like that fallback position, because I got a frantic call on Monday, and I think 5 calls after that. Please, 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 please. And I told Anna Bahati, I'm actually traveling on Thursday morning, but allow me to see if I can change my travel schedule to leave on Friday evening, on Thursday evening, to attend. She almost wanted to be my travel agent to make sure. But yesterday, my phone is over there, I got a text from Anna Bahati saying the country representative for AFDB has finally confirmed the participation. Now underline the word finally. When I realized she was actually supposed to be the guest of Anna, but did not confirm. Thank you, Asante. So yes, because I already had changed my travel plans, I had to show up, and I usually never miss an opportunity to speak. So I said I should come. Asante sana for the opportunity to be here. But listening to Patricia, actually every time, every paragraph she was going, I was striking out my speech, because this has already been said, this has already been said. So thanks, and I know Patricia, not only that she was actually supposed to be elsewhere, probably in Kenya, for a leadership retreat, but also I know her son is unwell, but she's still here. It really shows her commitment to the cause. It has forced you to be an entrepreneur. Congratulations. How many chose to actually be I think I heard Sabrina saying there was nothing else to do, so I had to do something of my own. How many are in that position? There was nothing else to do. I had to be, or maybe I was fired. I looked for a job I couldn't get. Oh, how many? Yes, I can see. Don't feel shy. It's okay. It's an action. It's an act of yes. How many chose willingly? Probably you had a good job, etc., and you chose. Very good. So whether you're in Group A or you're in Group B, congratulations. Because you have chosen to be employers, you have chosen to be wealth creators, you have chosen to be a significant contributor to economic development of our country and of our continent. So today what you're doing, as Patricia had said, we are here to recognize, we are here to applaud the efforts that the stick. Remember those days we went to school, a teacher will follow you around, that you're in class, attendance register. So it really shows the commitment that you have shown for self-development, for business growth. So again, I cannot say enough that the commitment that you have shown determination in building your confidence, in building your skills or enhancing your skills. And of course, preparing yourselves to access markets, to access finance, it's immense. So, hongereni sana. Ladies, I'm talking to ladies. Usually the script is ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not talking to, again, my friend. This is not for you. Ladies, I'm talking ladies. The potential that women have in Tanzania and across the continent to contribute to economic development, to contribute to poverty reduction is immense. You are the change makers. You are the innovators. You are the leaders who will drive our economies forward. So when you harness your talents, when you harness your entrepreneurship skills, you create jobs. As I've said, you stimulate economic activities, and of course, you uplift our communities. Again, the contribution that African women entrepreneurs are making to the African economic growth is also multifaceted. I'll give you some examples. I think up to 8 could be more examples of the contribution that people like yourselves are making. One, job creation. Every one of you is employing someone either directly or indirectly. So you're playing a crucial role in job creation. And of course, also statistics and research show that majority of jobs in the continent and elsewhere are actually not created by the large companies that you know of. They're actually created by SMEs. So women-led SMEs are also contributing to employment creation, both in urban and rural areas. Number 2, the contribution you're making is in economic diversification. If you ask around what the businesses, and I was listening to the excellent presentations that some of you were making earlier, you are active in various sectors, whether it's in agriculture, it's manufacturing, it's construction, it's logistics, it's retail, services. So it means your involvement in those sectors also help to diversify our economy, which is the more diverse an economy is, the better, because then it reduces risks from challenges or changes that can happen in one sector. Number 3, a contribution is around innovation and productivity. Women are actually contributing quite a bit in bringing about innovative ideas. If you look at the products back there, and if you talk to the people behind the table in those products, you could see these are a result of innovation, innovative ideas that have come into this. And quite a lot of what you're doing, you are leading into, or we see new products, new services, and business models. Number 4, you're contributing to poverty reduction. Because of course, by creating jobs, by generating income, you're contributing to poverty reduction. And your businesses are not only helping the immediate family members, but also helping the extended families and the communities around yourself. Number 5, you're contributing to empowerment and social change. Usually you say when you empower a woman, you empower a community. So you're contributing to empowerment and social change because, of course, whatever you're doing is linked to the broader social change. You're contributing to financial inclusion. Much as, of course, we talk a lot about access to market, but the financial models that you have, the kind of vikobas. How many of you know vikobas ambazo ni vya wanaume? Vikobas, like really the vikoba the way, you see? So those type of schemes are helping better access to informal savings. Women are excellent in informal savings and credit groups, which can increase, as I've said, financial inclusion. Community development. Women do contribute quite a bit in community projects. Number 8, you act as role models. You're contributing to being role models and show leadership, because successful women entrepreneurs, and we've listened to some of them, I know quite a number of you around here, and you have not been able to speak today, but you are role models and you provide leadership to other women, but also to the society in general. So I can go on and on and on, but do not underestimate or undervalue the contribution that you're making to our country and to our continent. So the support that is given to groups like yours. The support like institutions like AFDB is giving is actually trying to again or very significant and important in amplifying not only the efforts but also the outcomes of the efforts that you're doing. As a country in Tanzania, we are extremely happy, proud of the fact that our president, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, is also the champion for women in trade under the African Continental Free Trade Area. That is significant because we have one of our own, who wants African women to succeed and actually to play a more critical role in trade in Africa. So I think it's also an opportunity for people like you to utilize her connections, her networks, to not only think about, and I usually say this, when you're doing business in Tanzania, man or woman, but specifically I'm talking to you, do not be confined with the boundaries of the country called United Republic of Tanzania. Think, at minimum, think of the region. At minimum, you should think, because also our country is like a country in a, if I say it in English, it might not bring the correct meaning, but nyumba ambayo iko kwenye njia panda. You know, a country, I mean, it's like a house that is at, so when you're crossroads, sometimes it could be a mental crossroad. But here I'm talking about a geographical crossroad, where people will have to cross those roads to go to where they are. And usually most of those people, that's why even when you have a house that is at a corner, usually it's a bit slightly more expensive because you have a potential of starting a business in that place. So it means if you are doing business in Tanzania, you are somebody who could access the markets of those, at least at minimum, the neighboring countries. But under AFCFTA, also think about what you can do across the continent. Take advantage, as I've said, of the fact that our president is a champion of women in trade under AFCFTA. So once again, let me take this opportunity to really thank and appreciate the contribution of institutions like Africa Development Bank, to support the Gresham Marshall Foundation, to support the Women Create the AFAWA program. And as we've heard from Coco, the contribution has also helped to also multiply in terms of attracting more contribution. But the trust that you got from the bank in Africa is, I'm sure, has been very helpful to give you confidence and that credibility to access others. Now let me digress slightly here. One, to prove a point that what you are doing works, but number two, to show you the flip side of what you're doing. Efforts for gender equality, women empowerment are working. You might not see the results because you don't talk about the statistics very much, or maybe we do not have a system to track a lot, but they are working. And I'll give you an example in education sector. Remember there was a program that I'm looking at, Mama Janet Mbene, Mama Yangu. There was a time there was a whole of discussion about encouraging women to participate in science subjects. Remember those discussions? Over the last 12 years, I've been the chairperson of the council for Kairuki University, which is primarily a medical university. So we train doctors, nurses, etc. I can assure you now, and we had this discussion in the last council meeting last month, the percentage of women enrolling, not only now enrolling, but also graduating in medical field, MD, doctors, at minimum is 60%. Now I hear a wow. Tell you the flip side. Now we've had this discussion in the council meeting. One of members of my council is actually the vice chancellor for Ardhi University. And he says he's seeing the same trend in Ardhi University. My vice chancellor, or the vice chancellor of our university, is also a member of the council for Muhimbili University of Health Sciences. He's also saying they are also seeing the same trend in Muhimbili. So it's good that the efforts are paying. But Mercy, I can see your face. We are leaving the boy child behind. We are leaving the boy child behind. So I'm not saying we should put brakes to the efforts, but I'm saying as we are pressing the accelerator, we should also pull the boy child with us. Because again, wealth that is created by women is more likely to be distributed also amongst men. And that's why I also like what Coco was saying. Why are there few men in the room? Not only husbands, but other men. So yes, let's journey this journey together. You see, there are a few people like ourselves, I know, like the Joseph. We are there to support you. So sometimes there's that mentality that we can't win if we are with them. No, you cannot win if we are without them. And the them are us. So now let me go back to my prepared speech. So as we move forward, I encourage you to utilize the networks that you have created during this program. I know you have created strong bonds and networks, the connections that you have made with either your peers or your mentors or your coaches or industry leaders, which I think are very invaluable assets that will support you in your journey. They usually say your network is your net worth. I'm sure you have heard that 1,000 times. So collaboration and support within that network will be key in overcoming the challenges and seizing opportunities. Now, when I came in this morning, Anabati gave me the program brief. I liked what I see, or I like what I saw. And yes, we are talking about 34 people who have graduated. The number might not seem big, but I think the power of amplification. So we are talking about 10-fold, we are talking about 100-fold. So I think the power of amplification, which is a combination of continuing doing the excellent work that you're doing, is a combination of communicating what you're doing. I usually tell people success is 50% what you do, 50% how you communicate what you do, and the pass mark is 70%. So communicate. Communication helps you amplify. Of course, I'm saying usually without communication, there's no appreciation. And without appreciation, there's no partnership. You see, so also if you want to fundraise, also fundraising, whether it's an investor or a banker or whatever, fundraising and first and foremost, a function of communication. Communicate. So the amplification. So I really like the message of so I really like what I saw. But I also liked what the key findings coming from the program. I think the first, and probably I'll emphasize a lot more on that, is what is needed is a lot beyond just training and money. Is the coaching, the mentoring. Nobody that has been successful or in business or in life succeeded without a mentor. Because your mentor is sometimes the compass, it's the North Star. I do that in part-time, and I usually, of course, I have 1,000 examples of people, and some are sitting here, I'm seeing somebody. I have not mentors like Messi, this is never available, but growing, but also if people like Vivian sitting there with Hash, you see, helping a sister's, hold a sister's hand. Yes. But mentorship helps. You see, and I've seen mentees grow their businesses, not because they got additional capital, but they got additional advice. You see, Jennifer knows. Jennifer and I had Jennifer Shigoli. We had an accidental mentorship session 2 months ago. 2 months ago. Purely accidental, and actually forced it on her. You know, it's like you're forcing somebody to drink a medicine. You know, with small kids, the way you force them to drink chloroquine those days, you open them. So today I met her, she was like, John, Yes, I took your advice and I have good news to tell you. I've not heard the good news, but I'm sure it's about business growth. You see, I've seen somebody growing from $10,000 a month to $100,000 a month in a period of 3 to 4 years. Mentorship helps. So continue this conversation. It shouldn't be just as a prerequisite for graduation. It should be your culture. Always there has to be someone like a sounding board, somebody who tells you the direction you're going is good, or you have taken a wrong turn. So I really like that emphasis. I've seen some businesses. Now I'm currently having a conversation with a woman-led business, excellent business, but it has not been operational for like 3-4 years now, maybe a bit more. But if you look at the asset, the product, everything is excellent. So the conversations with her, of course, she came to me like, okay, I'm looking for funding, for investment. But in my conversations with her, I realized her number one problem is not funding. She has passion, she's very passionate, she's very innovative, but the management has issues. So we are first having this conversation on what can we do to address, to look at the management aspect before we talk about funding. Because if we don't address this, then you can get new funding, it will disappear within no time. So those type of conversations are important, and I'm sure you've had those conversations quite a bit. As I've been introduced, I work for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and East African Cooperation, specifically dealing with a docket called International Trade and Economic Diplomacy. My role, simply put, is to help people like yourselves access international capital, access international market. Use me. Don't abuse me. Use me. As I'm speaking, I got a note, because we work with our embassies and missions abroad to identify market opportunities and for us to let people know. So for example, yesterday or the day before, I was reading a note from our High Commissioner in Malawi saying a country like Malawi, they are in high need of honey, asali, from Tanzania. They are also in high need of textile made in Tanzania, batik and things of that sort. The moment I got it, I took a picture and I think I sent it to some of you, Vivian and the like, okay, here is an opportunity. And there's a lot of those opportunities. But the challenge you have with export markets, 3 or 4 things have to be considered. You have to provide high quality consistently. You have to provide required quantity consistently. You have to have timely delivery. Thank you very much. I could read your mouth. Timely delivery, regular delivery. If it's monthly order, it has to be monthly order. So it means when you want to go into an export market, ask yourself, do I have the muscle? And if I don't, who can I collaborate with? You see, don't think of acting solo. Always, and that's why I started by saying, I hope the networks that you have created are also networks that can help you access new frontiers, that requires new strength, that requires different capabilities. So please utilize I think utilize me is a better language than use me. So as I conclude, as you step into your next phase of your entrepreneurship journey, remember that you have the power to drive change, as I've said. Your success is not only a personal story, it's not only your own story, but also it's a beacon of hope. It's a beacon of hope and inspiration to other women and young girls who are coming after you, who would like to aspire and follow your footsteps, just like I'm sure you are doing the same. So once again, congratulations for your achievement. May you continue to thrive, may you continue to innovate, and may you continue to lead towards a prosperous future for yourselves, for your family, and for our nation. Asanteni kwa kunisikiliza. Allow me to detain you, so I'm being detained. Retain or detain? Retain, okay.
Okay, I have had the privilege again to retain Mr. Ambassador. It's now time to recognize the wonderful women who said, mtoto atalia, mjomba atameza shoka, but I am going to graduate. So let's I would like to welcome on stage the team that is going to accompany the chief guest to hand over the certificates to our graduates. Welcome our Senior Entrepreneurship Manager, Ms. Coco Kojor. Welcome the representative from AFDB. Thank you so much. Welcome on stage Dr. Patricia, the representative of the AFDB. And now I'll give the mic to Gloria Lema.
Okay, in recognition of the performance of the ladies, the ones I was requested to select some awards for the best performer, the most committed. It was one of the toughest exercise for me because every one of you has done excellent. Every one of you has done something that is really life-changing, and it's not an easy choice. It's just a representation. It's just a representation of what you can do and what you have done over this time. So the first award I would like to give to Deborah Sengati, and we're saying this is a certificate of excellence. Not because she has access to much finance, but because she's been there, she's gone through it, and somehow she's representing each and every one of you. The next one. The next award goes to a brand ambassador. We consider her a brand ambassador because every time we say women creating wealth has something to do, she always shows up, she's always present. This is none other but Beatrice Kajiru. The other participant, she's not here with us, but she's always present. We were talking to yesterday with the coaches. Like, she's very knowledgeable, her business is doing very well. I mean, you just ask yourself, what is she doing here? But I spoke to her yesterday and she's like, I just need to learn more. I need to improve. Every time I think that I have learned, I've not learned yet. And this is none other but Victoria Mwanokuzi. I would like to invite somebody to really come and pick the award for her. Beatrice, can you pick the award for her? Mercy, please, come and pick the award for Victoria. She's at a meeting. They had a board meeting today, but she really shows up. And we really appreciate that effort. And the certificate, in no particular order, for each and every one of you. The first certificate goes to Annie Ellen Mukajila. Music, please. The next one in line is Ellen Kasubi. Next, followed by Pili Adam Mpenda. Followed by Helen Shirima. Music, please. Is there music? Remind me. Thank you.
I'm not faking this, no fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. I'm on quest and feet, I just want to.
Followed by Esther Kosmamushi. Followed by Sophia Swedi Nyangasha. Mercy Elisante Muro. Every woman has a story to tell here, guys. Lillian Dumbaro. Jacqueline Michael Baruti. Followed by Beatrice Kajiru Matau. Followed by Imelda Momanga. Followed by Deborah Andrew Sengati.
Take my eyes off of you, spatially up I and move. The way you roll that thing, me want to roll that thing. Baby, let me take a look. Oh Lord, me want all the girls in the whole world. I know what I'm doing is so wrong. Cause since no man can focus, we definitely don't give a fuck. She said she know me got a girlfriend, and so what? What if I
Followed by Zanella Temu. Is Zanella here? Zanella all the way from Dodoma.
What if I do? Listen to me quick, so my girlfriend says she wants me back home by 2. What will I do? So me tell her say my car broke down at mile 2.
Followed by Daria Mujenge Makaramba. Daria is away, but she sent a representative.
She said she
grooming the young generation. Followed by Naike Moshi.
She said she know me got a woman on me bed. What if I do? Girl, I am wayward.
Followed by Janet Banura Muruve.
You're like looking like 2 planets. You're not from the same world. Alright, girl, I am famous. Swear down, I'm a playboy too.
Followed by Lillian Kilian Masawe. Is Lillian here?
Can't seem to take my eyes off you, especially a bite and
followed by Josina Peter and Jambi.
Baby, let me take a look. Oh Lord, me want all the girls in the whole world. I know what I'm doing is so wrong.
Sarah Albintengia has not been able to join us. Filipina Foucault. Bahati Zongo, is she by any chance arrived? Not yet. Emilia Francis Mkosemani. Sylvia Romani Shkoni. Witness Shadrach Shaw. Esterina Kilasi, Mary Rio. Some of the participants are not in Dar es Salaam, so they've not been able to attend the graduation with us today. And we believe with them being in the rurals, we are reaching the different parts of Tanzania and able to create more wealth in those areas. Thank you all for this opportunity. Thank you. Angaja, thank you.
Plenty money, me tea, be cool, banana. She want the banana. If they make a go bananas, shawty wanna go Bahamas. One day, if they make a look balance, put down for me, come farmer. If you be
hongereni sana. DJ unawabania, lakini najua we have a performance coming up. We wanted to do this first. We have been told that some of the graduates and the new cohort of women creating wealth in the generation have come with products. of what they are doing. So we request our guest of honor and the main table to just visit them. They really want to see you to see what they are doing, the innovation that the guest of honor has been talking about before we can proceed. Meanwhile, I think I'll take this back to Angaja to prepare us for some entertainment and celebration. Thank you.
Make a bananas, shawty wanna go Bahamas. Wonder if they make a look dollars. Down for me, come farmer. If you be a be the farmer, like I can do it on Ghana. But the money be take me cool. Bad man looking good in the arm. Bad man drip to the car. Sports cars parked on the right spot. Bad man slick and you know. Bad man looking good in the arm. Bad man drip to the car. Sports cars parked on the right spot.
That's made it. Historia is 047. Mimi nilikunywa bia zikakapigia namba kwa
Congratulations. I have a message for you. God has sent me to you. I have a message for you. God has sent me to you. Listen, them say, them tell you say.
As the guest of honor is leading his team in the...
Make I tell you, say that you him choose.
As the guest of honor is leading his team in the exhibitions by our Women Creating Wealth Program participants, I would like to call on stage one of our very own participants from the Women Creating Wealth Cohort 2 to entertain the rest of us. Please welcome on stage Isla Voice.
Congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it. And
Mambo. Hey, you guys who have graduated, hongereni. You are looking cool. Jamani, nimepata nafasi nikapita pale nje nikamuuliza lo graduate mmoja, hali ikoje? Maana mimi niko kwenye know and find your money, hali ni tafrani, yani ni tafrani, mahesabu ni tafrani. You know? Lakini nashukuru Mungu akaniambia ni tafrani pia inaendelea. Kwa hiyo, you know, nikamwambia okay, I'll wear my lipstick and I'll do the math. Si ndio? Yeah. So, I have some songs that I would like to sing to furahia. Nimeandika wimbo special kwa ajili ya watu ambao wamegraduate na pia pamoja na sisi ambao tunapambana ili tuweze kufika. Maana nilikuwa nawaambia wenzangu pale lazima na mimi nishike cheti hichi jamani. You know, lazima yani hiyo siku na mimi mnaniona niko hapa nimesimama I'm Peter, you know. So I'll sing that one, but I'll start with the first one, cover AY, which I know everybody know the song so that we can sing along. Sindio? So, DJ. Okay. Kama unajua wimbo, naomba tuimbe pamoja, sindio? Okay. Tabasamu ndilo linanipa hamu, sura na umbo lake linanipa wazimu. Nataka kumfuata na isiatakataa, naogopa kinimwaga. Story tazaga, napenda miondoko yake, tabia zake, umaskini wangu tanifanya nisimpate. Lakini kumwambia ndo siwezi, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo, nampenda sana alivyo simple, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo, nitafanyaje? Matamu hapo, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo simple, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo. Tatizo ajui, bila penzi lake nazo sijitambui, mimi nitafanyaje? Hata nikimwona mdomo naja mate, dararam dararam, nikimwona pindi tukikutana, iwe kwa post na rafiki zake, ila tabu na waza vipi mimi mfate, lakini kumwambia ndo siwezi. Faski we patamu hapo, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo simple, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo, nitafanyaje? Twende yule nampenda. Patamu hapo, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo simple, nampenda sana jinsi alivyo, nitafanyaje? Patamu hapo. Asanteni sana. Mna vibe. Mna vibe. So, no DJ. Wimbo wa pili ni wa self love. You know, hadi hapa tuko pamoja hapa ni tunapambana, tunasoma, it's because we love ourselves. Tumegundua kwamba we have something that inside of us that we wanna see it come out. We love ourselves, we appreciate ourselves, and we do understand tunaye sisi wenyewe mpaka siku yetu ya mwisho. So if you don't do yourself good, nobody else can really understand how to do good for you. So this is for self-love. Yeah? Oyo. DJ Monene. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh, no. Nilivyoungwa special from way, ninajipenda siwezi compare. Hivi nilivyo ninajipenda, najikubali. Yeah. Najikubali, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna love myself first, for that I'll be spending all the rest of my life with me. Nitajipenda mwenyewe kwanza, maana ninajikubali. One, nalitogwali. I don't care what they say, what they think. I don't care what they say, what they think.
Have taken your time. I would like to call on stage our host, Anna Bahati, so she can lead us on the next session where we're going to have a photo session with the guests of Anna and other invited guests.
your support here. We request to have chairs. We'll do pictures in groups. Ile meza kubwa. We need 5 chairs, please. Quickly, the guest of honor has to. Chief guest, Ambassador, we request your presence. We request your presence here for the photos. Miss Coco Kujo. Miss Coco Kujo, Dr. Patricia.
Unconditional.
coaches join us on stage for a photo. The coaches. Coach Deogratis, please join us on stage. We have a representative.
Tunashiriki vyema wantujenzi na tena tunajituma hata kuimba naweza wakushona naweza bani unaweza mtipunguza naweza
May I call on stage board ya NABW pamoja na board ya New Faces, New Voices. Board members from NABW and New Faces, New Voices, please join us on stage. Please join us on stage, Nyendo.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time.
Now let's be joined by the graduates, please. Let's have a group photo with you. Graduates, may we be joined by all our ecosystem participants. Our partners from Funguo Project, Mr. Joseph, Mr. Martin Warioba from Warioba Ventures, Kai Molel from Stanbic Biashara Incubator, Humphrey Sima and Mama Mbene, please join us for a photo, please. Mama Mbene. Who are in the room, please join us for a photo. Vivian. FSDT representative. on all the intergenerational participants, Rema, Mari, Madam Regina, Sabrina, Zaina, Irene, everyone who is here. Oh, I've seen Sandra. Please join us for a photo. Every Women Creating Walls participant, please join us. Yes.
Mikono juu, wapambanaji mikono juu, mikono juu, mikono juu. Sasa usimcheke aloshindia chunga, aliyekula kala. Wewe bibi yani shibe ile ile, aliyekula kala. Maharage robo ugali kilo 10, atikula pizza baga shibe ile ile, aliyekula kala. Sila kala, aliyeroga na sio salama.
We are going to have two groups.
Kazi mpe mwanamke ataifanya, kwake hakuna la kushindikana. Asubuhi na mapema nganoni naungua, jua linanichoma nikaange vitumbua. Usikonde haina unyonge, moyo upige konde kama na usake konge.
I'm a woman king, yeah, that's me. Call me the goddess, cause I raise kings. And everything I do, I fly, I got wings. I'm Mama Zadisha, I multiply things.
Uso muda wanawake kugombana, uso muda wanawake kulumbana.
The second group, please.
Kimona mama, wako salama. Huyo ni mama, mama huyo. Tulinyonya kwa mama, akatutunza vyema. Jamani mama, mama huyo.
Mungu kabariki, tumejitafuta na sasa tumejipata. Leo tabu ziki zote tumevuka, sio shida zetu sasa. Amen. Mungu katubariki jamaa. Amen. Tusijipweteke pambana.
Hii dunia bila sisi haiwezi kunoga na sio salama. Haiwezekani dunia bila sisi haiwezi kunoga na sio salama. Moto, moto, moto,
Sababu ya changamoto za maisha kawa single mama, japo tamani likatishwa, leo nimesimama.
kuteleza si kuanguka.
Thank you so much. I want the graduates. Please join us again for the second photo. Graduates.
Unawaza nini utajaribu tena? Mama Samia ameweza. Situshindwe nini? Samia ameweza. Situshindwe nini? Tushindwe nini? Tushindwe nini? Tushindwe nini nauliza? Tushindwe nini?
Wale wa 95 si wakati hii, wale wa mapambano.
Graduates, please join us. Rema, niachie graduate wangu. The graduates. All graduates, please join us on stage.
Stand up and I'm searching for the better part of me. I hang my head from sorrow so much. State of humanity. Wearing on my shoulders, gotta find strength in me. 'Cause I am superwoman. Yes, I am. Yes, she is. Still when I'm a mess, I still put on a vest, but I not so much as, oh yes, I'm a superwoman. sun. And all my sisters coming together, say yes I will, yes I can. Why's that? 'Cause I am a superwoman. Yes I am. Singing out there, yes she is. Yeah, when I'm a mess, still put on a vest, but then there's so much else. Oh yes, I'm a superwoman. When I'm breaking down, and I can't be found, 'cause I start to get weak, 'cause no one knows me underneath this cold. I can fly. We can fly. Cause I am a superwoman. Yes, I am. Yes, she
Thank you, everyone. We're going to have a lot of time for photos. Ladies, I understand we love cameras. We're going to have a lot of time for photos. Allow me to have my stage back, please.
all the men here tonight that love those beautiful, be a superwoman, you know, even when it's hard. So I love this song.
I would like to wrap up this occasion by calling on stage one of the graduates so she can give us her vote of thanks to the Women Creating Wealth program and everybody who has been part of their journey. Gloria.
Stand up and I'm searching for the better part of me. I hang my head from sorrow, state of humanity. I wear it on my shoulders.
Thank you, ladies. May I have my stage back, please? Welcome on stage Lillian Dumbaro on behalf of all the graduates today. DJ holders, please.
Even when I'm a mess, still put on a vest with an S on my chest. Oh yes, I'm a superwoman. When I'm breaking down and I can't be found, I start to get weak.
Hello.
DJ Bunny 254.
Hello. Hey ladies. Tupate utulivu basi. Multiplying faces. Asante. Kwa majina naitwa Lillian Dumbalo au Lili Tanzania kama ninavyojulikana. Kwa niaba ya WCW-AFAWA Women 2024 nimesimama mbele yenu kwa ajili ya kushukuru katika programu hii toka tulipoanza safari. Kwanza tunamshukuru Mungu kwa kutupa fursa hii sisi wanawake wa Tanzania 34. Sio kwamba sisi ndo tuna akili sana au tuna biashara nzuri sana au tuko creative sana, ila tu niseme tu ni mkono wa Bwana ambao umetufunika. Kwamba wapo wanawake wengi ambao wangeweza kupata hii fursa, lakini ni Mungu ametupigania tumeweza kuipata.
tunamshukuru Mungu sana kwa namna ya pekee. Pia tunapenda kushukuru uongozi wa Graka Machel Koko, tupelekee salamu zetu kwa Mama Graka. Tunamshukuru sana wanawake wa Tanzania kwa kutujali, kwa sababu angeweza kuthamini wanawake either South Africa au Mozambique, lakini amekwenda beyond. Tunashukuru sana, tunamuombea Mungu pia. Pia tunapenda kutoa shukrani kwa African Development Bank kwa kuweza kutufadhili katika hii program. Special thanks kwa coaches wetu wote. Tuna appreciate mlivyofanya kwetu. Kipekee tena zaidi tumshukuru Coach Glory, uko wapi? Madam Vida, katika maisha yetu kama wanawake wajasiriamali wa nguvu, hatuwezi kuondoa historia ya kwenu katika maisha yetu katika hii safari. Tuna appreciate, sio wanawake wote wenye moyo kama wa kwenu. Yani naongea frankly speaking from the bottom of my heart. Coach Grow, kuna makoches wengine ambao walikuwa wanatusimamia, lakini atakupigia simu, umekwama wapi? Tunaona ile nguvu ya mwanamke. Wakina mama tupo wote. Pia tunamshukuru country manager coordinator. Tulianza na Madam Ani kama sikosei. Sasa hivi tuko na Bahati. Tunashukuru pia. Hii program imetusaidia kukua kisheria zaidi, kwamba tunatakiwa tujisajili BRELA, tunatakiwa tufanye hivi zile tuweze kukopesheka kibenki. Tunashukuru hii program tumevuka, yani sio wanawake wale ambao tuliokuwa kule nyuma. Yani sasa hivi ni wanawake wa nguvu. Tunaposema tunaongelea billions of money, kweli tuko hapa, tunamshukuru Mungu katika hilo. Tulipoanza hii program, changamoto kubwa ilikuwa jinsi katika utunzaji wa fedha na yale mahesabu. Tunamshukuru Mungu, coaches wote walitusaidia, tukasimama kwa pamoja mpaka kujua bank statement inakuaje, unafanyaje. Yani makoches mbarikiwe sana. Tunawashukuru kwamba sasa hivi hata tukienda benki hatuna bla bla, tunaelewa kitu gani kinachotakiwa kukifanya. Changamoto tulizokutana nazo tukiwa katika hii program, ya kwanza ilikuwa ni internet, kwa sababu ilikuwa hii somo kupitia online. Kwa hiyo unaingia kwenye kipindi, network imekata. Wakati mwingine unaweza kusikia, mimi nilikuwa napata shida ya sipati sauti, yani ni vurugu. Unaenda unakutana na wenzio zikitumwa zile records, unazisikiliza, maisha yanasonga. Tulipopata lile darasa la face to face la aituendeshea Coach Deo, lilikuwa negotiation. Yani darasa lilikuwa super. Yani mtu sasa hivi hata kiniambia, wewe mbona asali yako unaiuza bei? Najua value wangu na nita negotiate mpaka, yani ninakwenda nitamueleza mtu, sitoyumba. Kwa hiyo ile nguvu ya negotiation, natakiwa wewe ujitambue thamani yako, utambue bidhaa yako, utambue umuhimu wako. Mtu asikuyumbishe. Simama katika ule ukweli ambao wewe unajua katika zile bidhaa zako na brand yako. Kwa hiyo hili changamoto kwa darasa lingine, tutapenda katika vile vitu ambavyo vinakuwa viko very sensitive, lipatikane darasa la face to face. Itakuwa inafanya kazi nzuri zaidi kuliko online. Changamoto ya pili wamama tunayokabiliana nayo ni collateral. Tumefundishwa vingi, wanawake ni waaminifu kupitia programu hii. Coach Glory na makochi wenzako wote, Madam Vida, Koko, tunaomba mtudhamini kwenye zile grants, kwamba tunaweza kulipa. Tunajua maana ya fedha ni nini, hatuwezi kukimbia na ile mikopo. Wakina mama tuko wote? Au hili haliwagusi? Pia tunaomba riba ziwe ndogo na tupewe grace period. Kwa upande wa kushukuru, naomba nitoe ushuhuda kidogo wa kwangu kupitia hii program. Nikiwa kwenye hii program, mimi nilikuwa chini ya Coach Deo. Ninamshukuru Mungu nikaweza, kwa sababu nilianzia kuwa nafuga kwenye vikundi asali nyuki Tabora. Nikaona kwamba ninaweza, nikatoka nikanunua shamba Songea ekari 170. Coach Deo akasema, Lilian, hapana, uwezi ukaanza ukiwa hivyo, lazima tupate expert. Akanitafutia expert kutoka Uholanzi, tukaja tukafanya mafunzo, na akaniambia kwa jinsi unavyokwenda utahitaji watu wengi ili soko lako hutauza Tanzania tu. Coach Deo, nakushukuru katika hili, uniotea mbali zaidi. Na ni kweli kama hapo tumesikia mgeni wetu rasmi amesema asali inahitajika Malawi. Asali ya kwetu jamani imepelekwa mpaka laboratory Uholanzi na majibu yamerudi. Tupo katika high quality ambayo inahitajika. Na bahati nzuri tuliweza kukusanya vikundi vya akina mama kama 15. Yaani namshukuru Mungu, hata kuniuliza ile hela nilitoa wapi, lakini niliweza kuafford kwa muda ule wa wiki 2. Wale akina mama pata mafunzo. Sasa hivi nilikuwa nasubiri graduation tuipite. Kesho ninasafiri kwa ajili ya kwenda kuvuna, kufanya maonyesho 77 pia 88, na ili soko la Malawi nalo tunaenda kupambana nalo. Kipekee tuwashukuru sana jamani. Tunawashukuru mno coaches wetu mno. Mungu awabariki sana. Niwaache kwa ile Zaburi ya 20 mstari wa 1 mpaka wa 4. Ninaomba mwenye Biblia anisomee. Jamani, mimi Mkristo, naomba mnisamee, nasimama katika imani ambayo ninaifahamu. Yeah. Zaburi ya 20 mstari wa 1 mpaka wa 4. Hii ni special kwenu coaches na mliotuandalia Madam Vida. Okay, asante. Nikuzie kidogo.
Yeah. Zaburi ya 20 mstari wa 1 hadi wa 4. Bwana akujibu siku ya dhiki, jina la Mungu wa Yakobo likuinue. Akupelekee msaada kutoka juu patakatifu pake, na kutegemeza kutoka Sayuni. Azikumbuke sadaka zako zote na kuzitakabali dhabihu zako. Akujalie kwa kadiri ya haja ya moyo wako na kuyatimiza mashauri yako yote. Amen.
Ninajisikia kunyenyekea. Mbarikiwe sana. Mungu awakumbuke. Mliofanya ni sadaka kwetu tosha, maana mmegusa Watanzania wengi kupitia sisi. Asanteni.
Thank you so much. Our dear graduates, hizo vyeti mmepewa leo, may they be a constant reminder that women are no longer meant to just sit and look pretty. We create and run empires. And you're now inspired enough, motivated and supported. There is no reason why you shouldn't start an empire and run it. Yes? Wrapping up the session, I would like to welcome on stage NABW board member Mercy Mchechu to say her closing remarks.
Good afternoon. Multiplying faces. Oh, do I hear everybody? Multiplying faces. So there's advantage and disadvantages of being the last speaker. The disadvantages is everybody has said everything, so there is nothing else to add. But the advantage is you can just say, okay, thank you everybody, good evening, great day, and you are done. And everybody will say, oh, she was so quick, that's good. My name is Mercy Mchechu, and this afternoon I wear 2 hats. One is I am an alumni of Women Creating Wealth program. I graduated, I was sitting in one of your chairs in the year 2018. So it has been around 6 years since then. And I can testify that it was my first official entrepreneurship program in my life. Right now, I feel like I am creating wealth. And so for me, standing here today is a great opportunity. Being asked to give a vote of thanks is a great opportunity. And the second hat that I'm wearing this afternoon is the fact that I sit in the board of Network of African Businesswomen, NABW, which is also one of the part of Gaka Machel Fund. I'm here to give a vote of thanks. There are so many of you, and I will go quickly because everybody who stood before me has given a vote of thanks. So to our guest of honor, Ambassador John Ulanga, we say thank you on behalf of the organizing committee. And we know that you are one of the he for she's. Ambassador Ulanga is also my mentor. So he's also talked about we need mentors and coaches in our journey through life and through business as well. So he is available, I'm sure he is, although he's a very busy man. But whenever you get a chance to sit with him, it's like you have earned a degree by itself. So thank you, Ambassador Ulanga, for making time to be here. I know that you had to change your travel plans. That's how committed you are. Thank you. Madam Dr. Patricia, thank you so much for everything. Thank you. I would like to also thank GMT, network leads. They are here, beautiful people. Madam Emma Kawawa, phenomenal woman. Thank you so much. My leader, Dada Vida, thank you. Also, Dr. Rose, I think she has stepped out, thank you. And Coco, on behalf of GMT, thank you so much. Please go back and convey our gratitude for everything that is happening to these women. We are sure that the goal, the audacious goal, will be reached. And the fact that they are here, they will multiply and also touch other women, a lot of them. And the coaches, the business coaches, we cannot do without you. In the course that I did in 2017, I also had a coach, and we stayed with the coach for 10 months. I had Emmanuel, and he made a lot of difference. He came to visit me in my business, and he told me, Flank, that you don't have a business. You have a kiosk. You have to change all of this. And right now, I can tell you I have a business. Coordinator, Madam Anna Bahati, thank you so much. You have made a lot of difference in this program, so thank you. Your energy, you have a lot of energy. And then we have media, we have invited guests, and finally, but not least, the graduates. 34 of you, 10-month, cohort 3, congratulations. I know, and I'm looking at you, I know most of you, and I was asking myself, this class must have been, they've picked all the geniuses and put them together. I know you are phenomenal women, and I know you can reach your goals, and I know you can make a difference. We are now moving from making profit to creating wealth. This is different. And now women can do it. But again, I would like to touch a little bit of what Ambassador Ulanga was saying. Please don't leave behind youth. And in youth, I mean men or boys. Because okay, I own a school, so there's a trend I'm seeing in the lower classes, class 1, class 2, and nursery. I don't know whether they bring boys to my school because they know that I'm championing boys, or we are giving birth to boys. The number of boys is increasing. So if we are leaving these people behind, and in the future maybe there will be more than us, what will happen to the nation? So please, whatever you are doing, ensure that you are, as a mother, you are giving equal chances to your boy and girl child. So I know that you cannot pay for this course, the graduates, but I have discovered in my journey through life, there are 3 ways you can actually pay for this course. And as I finalize this vote of thanks, I would like to tell you how you can do it. The first way is you have to use the knowledge and make sure that it impacts your business. And in so doing, you create wealth, employ more people, and take more people along with you in your journey. And the second way you can do it is by paying it forward. You cannot pay back Coco or Vida or Emma or Anabahat for that matter, but you can also inspire other people who are looking up to you. If you conduct your businesses well and do well, people will be inspired by how you do it. But every time you get a chance to mentor someone, coach someone, give someone knowledge, please do so. But also, we've been asked here to ensure that if we know other women who can benefit from these programs, please ask them, not only ask them, ensure they are in this program. So paying forward is the second way you can pay for this course. And the last and final way we can actually pay for this course is to ensure that we participate in WCW organized events and programs. I graduated in 2018, but since then, I have, whenever I have time, participated in these events. This is the way you can actually also pay forward as the last way. So the last thing, I was reading one of the finance book and it said that you cannot use your short-term assets, and that is cash, to invest in long-term assets. So you cannot buy land, you cannot build buildings or buy machine by using cash. Wanasema ni ushamba. So we have to make sure that we have regularized our businesses so that we can attract investors in our businesses and use that fund to grow. And so that we are not supposed to use cash. So some of us and most of us are growing very slowly because we want to use cash. Our own cash, that is. We need to use somebody else's cash. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm sad that we are approaching the very end of this event, and I believe we have all had a very wonderful time recognizing the efforts made by our 34 women. Mlitupa mstari wa Biblia, na mimi nina mmoja wa kuwapa, part of it. Mmelishwa, mmeshiba, yes? Enendeni mkazae matunda. For every woman in this room, I'm going to share with you a quote. I'm going to quote our senior entrepreneurship manager who said, a life well lived is a life that has transformed other lives. So in everything that you're doing, do it for yourself and do it for everybody else whose life you're going to transform. Your effort is supposed to be of benefit, not just for yourself, but everybody who is going to come through that chain. Yes? It has been a wonderful moment for me. I hope it has been a wonderful moment for you as well. As we are closing up, we are going to have a lunch session. It's served at the ground floor on your left. It's an entrepreneurship realm, so please do not leave without networking with other people in here. Do not leave unless you have made sure you have created one potential deal. Yes? And we also have our participants showcasing their products. Please do not leave the venue without visiting them. Support your fellow women, support your wives, support your sisters. We are here because we have a bigger purpose of changing lives in Africa. Thank you so much. That was it from me.